Big problems attract the best people, disciplinary, collaborative approaches.
So just imagine if we work together, how much more effective we can be.
It takes a village to be brave and change the world.
Thanks, guys. It is so good to be here. Thank you, Michael. We've got a lot of history, Michael and I. He was very inspirational in kicking off my understanding of business and understanding that it wasn't just suits, obviously, that did business, that you could wear linen shirts and most of the time t-shirts and sometimes no shirts. And I'm also a Sunshine Coast kid. I was born in Nambour, grew up on the Blackwell Range, and have been fortunate enough to spend a lot of time travelling around the world, but am also looking forward to coming back and making Sunshine Coast much more home in the future. So this is very beautiful to be here. But before I get on, the world is changing. The climate is changing. The economic landscape, the global economic landscape is changing. And the way that we go about business and identifying problems to solutions also have to change. In the next decade, fueled by technology, we're going to have to face the reality of what it is to be human. And I don't say that lightly. With genetic modification, augmented reality, virtual reality, quantum computing, blockchain, driving things that we cannot actually totally comprehend yet, we are going to face some very, very big questions. And that's why when opportunities like this, where there is a formed ecosystem that is the Sunshine Coast, and especially around what Comlink is doing and the focus on health and wellbeing, when you can take the amazing practitioners that are already here with deep domain experience along with the community, and then fuse that with what's happening in the world, with the tapping into the understanding of technologies and the shifts that we are going to see and have to deal with. That's what we're looking to do and to bring to the Sunshine Coast and to the Vitality Village. The vision, the vision for what the village can be is much more than the bricks and mortar, the beautiful fit out, and no doubt the flourishing community that will be within those walls. That's not me, is it? Okay. Hey, Mum. The vision is to connect the much wider ecosystem virtually and physically, using the physical vitality, the village as the hub. And through the idea of virtual platforms and community spaces where we can both bring all good bring these ideas and the very real problems, and then bring a structure and a systemised methodology to addressing these both localised issues and then broader issues. We are going to work through developing new opportunities through whether they be services, products, or whole new companies in and of their own right, and generating them and germinating them out of the village itself, which will go on to hopefully create and define what the next decade and beyond looks like as we face these ever-increasing challenges and opportunities that will represent themselves in this new period. So the approach takes a core team that will be sitting within the village, and then a wider framework in which we collect both contextual inspiration and data on a global scale, as I mentioned, and then also with the community to both joint venture and then purely venture new opportunities. These opportunities will go on to, I believe, create a whole new domain of economic opportunity for the Sunshine Coast, as well as very real social and community impact as they roll out. So, if you'd like to join us on the journey, we will be looking to develop the first phase of the virtual version early in the new year. So I'd encourage you to connect with Feeder, Michael or myself to learn more. Thank you very much.